Oh God! Oh my God, what is that thing? We're all gonna die!
Hush, fool! Do you want to draw that creature's attention? Come in here, hide now. Let me open my book and tell you of the Darkened Blade, while we wait for that wretched creature's rampage to subside. It all starts in a time before the deserts had swallowed the empires of Shurima. A champion of the empire was brought before the great sun disk to become the vessel for a now forgotten celestial idol. Remade as one of the Ascended, his wings were the golden light of dawn, and his armor sparkled like a constellation of hope from beyond the great veil. His name was Aatrox. He was the vanguard of every noble conflict. The other god warriors would rally at his side, and 10,000 mortals of Shurima marched at his back. When called by Setaka, the Ascended Warrior Queen, Aatrox answered to fight against the rebellion in Ikathia without hesitation. However, no one predicted the extent of the horrors that the rebels would unleash. The void quickly overwhelmed its Ikathian masters and began a campaign of annihilation, destroying all life it encountered. After many years, Aatrox and his brethren finally halted the void's advance, searing the largest rifts shut. Though Shurima had triumphed, they all had been changed by what they encountered, including Aatrox. In time, like all empires must, Shurima fell. Without a monarch, and without the threat of the void to test them, Aatrox and the Sunborn began to clash with one another, bringing about a war for the runes of their world. The mortals who fled the conflict, granting them a new name, a name of scorn and fear, the Darkin. Fearing that the Darkin were Runeterra's next great threat, the Targonians intervened. Zoe, the aspect of the Twilight, gave her Targonian brothers and sisters the knowledge to trap the Darkin, and the newly born aspect of war united many in fighting back against them. Never knowing fear, Aatrox and his armies were ready. But it was too late by the time he realized that he had been deceived. A force greater than 10,000 dead suns pulled him inside the sword he had carried into battle countless times, as it forever bound his immortal essence to the blade. The weapon became his prison, suffocating him in eternal darkness, robbing him of the ability to die. He struggled and anguished for centuries, until some mortal fool tried to wield the blade. Aatrox seized this opportunity, quickly forcing his will and an imitation of his original form onto the mortal, though the process quickly drained the vessel of all life. Over the years, Aatrox has groomed many hosts, feeding on the vitality of those they kill in battle, to grow stronger and larger, traveling the land searching desperately for a way to return to his original form. With no end in sight to his imprisonment, he rages against the injustice, marching towards one goal, bringing about war and death wherever he goes. He clings to a blind hope. If he can drive all of creation into one final apocalyptic battle where everything else is destroyed, then maybe he and the blade will also cease to exist.
Pray fool! You face a dark end. I am